let's get into the Tua evaluation. We're 1 week from the actual result. What is his evaluation right now that you're hearing and think might actually play out 1 week from tonight, Mel?
Well, I did the mock the other day, and I had him going 6 to the L.A. Chargers with Justin Herbert, Oregon quarterback, going 5 to Miami. It's just based, Rich, on, as you know, what you hear from the people you talk to. We don't talk to 32 teams. We have a handful of teams you talk to, and everybody's going to have different opinions based on who they talk to and how those teams feel about what they're hearing. And no team is ever going to tell you who they're picking or who they like and who they don't like. That's just not going to happen for the most part. So I think you look at Miami and the Chargers. If he goes to the Chargers at 6, it's no big deal. Now, the big deal would be if he slips a little further than that. Now, some think he could. And I think teams are preparing for the possibility that could happen. We've had it happen before for no really explainable reason. Go back to Aaron Rodgers when he was thinking about 2 weeks before that draft. We thought he'd go number 1. Alex Smith goes number 1 instead of Aaron, and here's Aaron sliding down into the 20s. That has happened before. So, and they think it could maybe happen here. So what you're hearing more so than the injury is how he'll be once he's in the league. Will he be able to hold up, protect his body, take hits, and be an Iron Man at quarterback? People say, well, there's injuries to everybody. Well, not a quarterback, Rich. Quarterback's a position where you can have guys, look at Eli, look at Rivers, look at Ray Brady, go back to Elway, Marino, Kelly. I mean, they played forever. Now, they had an injury here and there, but it wasn't something that you were worried about, durability in terms of playing in year to year. You might have an injury once every 10 years, but not like Tua has had at Alabama. So that's the concern. Hopefully, we'll be able to stay healthy. If he does, he'll have a great career, you would think, based on what we saw at Alabama.
Well, if this is your way of getting your reporting in and also your evaluation and marrying it together to be as accurate as you think it might be from mock to reality, let's just remove the reporting from it. I mean, your straight-up evaluation of Tua versus Herbert would be what, Mel?
I'll have Tua ahead of Herbert, but it's easy for me to do that because I don't have to make that pick because of the medical. Now,
right.
I think what I said today on ESPN was this, Rich. If you're picking 5 or 6, how do you reconcile that? How do you say, okay, I'm okay with risk-reward, knowing the injury question is real, knowing the hip, knowing the other injuries that he's had is real. You say that with this in mind, that at 5 and 6, if he's healthy, you don't get him. You have to trade up, give up draft capital, which in their case of Miami and the Chargers would probably be 2 or 3 starters to maybe move up and get him if everything would have been perfect with Tua. Now it's not perfect, so you get him at 5 or 6 by not even having to move, and then you don't have the risk. Say, hey, we would have never seen him here had it not been for that. So I think that's the way to talk to your owner about why it's worth the risk at 5 or 6. Now, if he gets into if he doesn't go 5 or 6, then you get into the 4th quarterback. Excuse me, in that case, will be the 3rd quarterback, which makes it a tough situation because if Burrow goes 1, which we expect that to be a lock to be number 1,
right.
Herbert goes 5, and Tua's sitting there. Where's he dropping to? Teams don't really need quarterbacks in that area. Now, to go to your question about Tua, as a quarterback, the only concern would be he had 4 first-round receivers around him, a first-round right tackle. He had Damian Harris, he had Josh Jacobs, and he had Najee Harris, and he had all these great Irv Smith 2 years ago. It was a first-round pick. So he had a ton of talent around him during his career, but his precise, accurate passing, being a left-handed Drew Brees, which is the way I've always referred to him, is there, and that's why he's got a high grade. But I think it'll be interesting to see 5 or 6, or does he slip a little further, and then what team makes the move to get him?
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.